enough.
Got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. And it's Ingram hit the three, the small forward. Curry way outside and off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Pirtle. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
You know, this team spaces the floor so well, and Draymond Green, if he's selective, can be somebody who can operate at the three-point line.
Brent, Draymond Green's resume speaks for itself. What's he do, though, that we may not see or appreciate?
Well, Kevin, Draymond Green does such a great job of being a connector and communicator defensively. It is remarkable the way that he can impact every position on the floor by the way he uses both his position and his voice. Forget about the offense. Draymond takes on the challenge every night defensively, and that makes him elite.
Curry, that's good.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Ingram wide open, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The shot by Curry, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Barnes kicks to Ingram, shoots over Curry. Pass to quickly. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Ingram. Jimmy Butler pulls it in.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Curry wide open, knocks down the three ball. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors. In Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, B.A. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
The Raptors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. It's stolen by Green. Jacks up a three. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. In the corner, it's Ingram. It's stolen by Green. Three-pointer, Butler. And the Warriors miss again. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Toronto. And Brandon Pajemski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Roden's checked in. Curry from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here's Barnes for 3. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Curry with the three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Manuel quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season. He's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve, but it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
Good shot selection there from Steph, feeling the rhythm and then easily connecting on the pull-up.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Roden. Screen by Pirtle. And here is Ingram. Shot clock at 5. Over Moody. And that one's good. Ingram's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply own the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Jonathan Kuminga, and it's Santos in at the small forward.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Spencer, the pass to Hield. Here's Spencer. Dick defending. Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Spencer. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Another 3 for Golden State.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
The 3. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Battle.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Dick. Off target from outside. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Kuminga. And it's off from three-point range. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Warriors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Hield way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Hield's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, nice to see Buddy Hield. This is where he gets his bread and butter kind of plays, sinking the deep triple.
Here's Dick. Good on the triple.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Golden State's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Spencer's shot is off. Raptors trail by 3. Abaji the pass to back. Here's Abaji. Pass to Boucher. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Spencer. And the 3 off target. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Dick can't get it to go.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Spencer. Dick defending. Kuminga the pass to Spencer. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. To Abaji. Here's Dick. Defended by Kuminga. 5 on the clock. Outside, Barrett. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Outside, Kuminga. Banked in off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Dick in the corner. From the arc. They get it back. Pass to Battle. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And he lays in the alley-oop. Barrett's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's a tie game in the Bay. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
27. And please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Brady Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
Warriors leading by 4. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. It's rebounded by Quickly. Toronto shooting the ball at 42%. Inside. And the dunk by Barnes.
And Quickly, not just a scorer, he's also solid at finding teammates.
Butler finds Curry. 3-pointer. Here's Green. Right through the D for the layup. Green's got 5 points so far. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 4. Pass to Roden, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And there it is for him. He's got 12.
And right now, people wanting to tune in as Brandon Ingram is putting on a show.
Those 3-pointers off the mark. Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Back to Barnes. Brown. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. A shot by Curry, no good.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Ingram with it. 12 points for him. And again, it's Toronto converting. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
So both teams changing it up here. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Hield with the bucket.
Well, that's a guy you want to find, Buddy Hield, with the response from 3.
Here's Dick, guarded by Curry. Dick sets a screen for Boucher. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though. Yeah, R.J. Barrett can do that pass on target, and R.J. taking care of the rest.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Post. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and the dunk by Boucher.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Oh, very clever from Curry. They're attracting the defense and then just giving it away.
Barrett, no good. Warriors trail by 3. Here's Curry with the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Boucher's got rebound number 8 now on the night. For 3, Barrett. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Got Hield, and it's Spencer in at the point guard.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Spencer's shot is off. Raptors leading by 3. Abaji, the pass to Boucher. Lets it go with the 3. Oh, and the jam by Pip.
And how about RJ getting a little bit fancy with that one as he flushes it home.
Kuminga with a wide open look. No good on the 3. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Now, here's Boucher. Offensive rebound. Pass to Abaji. Back to Barrett. Overhealed. Barrett, no good. Warriors trail by 5. Outside, Kuminga. No good on the triple.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
To the wing on the left. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Battle misses. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Spencer, the pass to Hield. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Abaji. Drills it from outside. And now an 8-point Raptor lead.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Spencer's shot is off.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall. Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, no one's on you, great shot there.
Boucher passes to Dick. From downtown, that's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that 3-pointer.
Pass to post. Back to Hield. And another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, the energy Hield is playing with right now. What a huge possession, ready to rip it.
Barrett inside the 3-point line. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Raptors?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
Warriors trail by 7. Curry fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. The 3. Pass to Abaji. Now Pirtle. Over Green. Pirtle's shot is off.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
Barnes kicks to quickly. Barnes screen on Curry. Back to Barnes.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can handle the second. Ingram, he's checked in for Barrett. No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And again, Toronto no luck.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Quickly the pass to Ingram. Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried. So it's Toronto winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's done in at the 3. Green, the pass to Curry. Three-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
It's stolen by Green. Pass to Curry. Back to Green. Green with a screen on Booker. Curry, no good. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop, and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And we're about a minute into the first. Curry from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
And how about Brandon Pajemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, BA, that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
They get it back. Stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Curry from deep three-point land. Kept alive. Six to shoot. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Curry's got 6 points.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
Pass to Dunn. And here's Richards. Outside Durant. It's Booker on the wing. Over Butler. Booker no good. Golden State has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Here's Pajemski. Outside Curry. Outside Green. And there's the screen. Puts up a 3. Curry with another miss.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
An open look for Booker. Money on the 19-footer. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
Blink, and that ball is already gone. Booker is ridiculous with the quick release.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. From the arc. Tries again. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, that's unfair. Curry hitting those pull-ups.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
It's Beal on the wing. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
That's Beal's wheelhouse. Catch and pop.
Pass to Pajemski. Curry against Booker. A minute 4 left in the first quarter here. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Now here's Beal. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
The deep 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 6 rebounds in the game. For 3, Booker. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Warriors trail by 4. The 3 from Curry. He drops it from range. Curry's got 15.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires the 3. They get it back. 4-3. That won't go either for Curry. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Curry. The 3 is up. The shot that time not on target. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Phoenix out in front. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Buddy Hield, and it's Post in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Kuminga against Allen. Poke loose. He's got a clear path. Kuminga's shot is off.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been impressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Here's Plumlee. Outside Bull. Will it go? And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, BA. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Here's Plumlee. Allen finds Plumlee. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pass to Post. And here's Kuminga. Drains the triple. Kuminga's got 7 points for the quarter.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out brings it.
Jones' shot is good.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Now here's Moody. Hield from outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Love the response there from Hield, matching threes.
And it's Jones with the ball for Phoenix. They trail by 6. Martin outside. Allen inside. Guarded by Hield. Allen can't get it to go. Golden State has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Here's Spencer. Pass to Post. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And now it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Plumlee with it. It's stolen by Kuminga. Uh-oh, Kuminga. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
A find from Buddy Hield. I'd like to see him do that more. Spread the ball around.
Pass to Allen to halt the run. Drills it from deep.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Kuminga goes in. And Kuminga throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Allen outside. There's 42 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And the basket by Hield.
Oh, he can shoot the lights out. Hield cashes in from long range.
Plumlee passes to Allen. Jones with the ball. Back to Allen. Jones finds Allen. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the Suns get another 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
What if it goes? That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possession. We'll be back in a moment.
Get ready for the fan. Half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the 3. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard.
Outside Durant. Back to Dunn. Durant with it. Green picks him up. Booker for 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And here's Curry for 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Beal. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it. A combo guard with a versatile offensive game. Beal is one of those guys that any team would love to have.
Here's Podziemski. Nice move. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Durant's shot is off. The Warriors lead by 9. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Podziemski. No good from outside. Suns trail by 12. Richards with it. Now guarded by Curry. Booker against Butler. And here's Booker. Give him 8. Shots blocked. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. It's stolen by Green. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 7 tonight. Butler passes to Curry. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain.
Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Phoenix shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the 2nd round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
In deep, Booker gets it to go.
We know Book can hit those deep threes, but he's also effective around the rim.
And here's Curry for 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. Booker with it. Now guarded by Butler. Booker no good. The Warriors lead by 11. From deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Suns shooting 40% so far in this one. They get the rebound. 3-pointer. Ooh, Booker from range. Pure.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
Curry looking it over. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Suns trail by 8. Beal outside. It's stolen by Curry. All by himself. Here's Green. Oh, Draymond finishing himself.
Gotta reward the big man Green for running the floor. Excellent execution.
Booker fires from way outside. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Curry gets the bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is. Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Fires the 3, and that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got 11 in the 2nd half.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Here's Durant driving in. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Stephen Curry getting it done. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Suns trail by 16. Moses Moody out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Buddy Hield, and it's Spencer in at the point guard position. That's the Warriors 5. Knocked away, and so the ball out of bounds. Hield touched it last. And so it's Phoenix with it. Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Post has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lets it go from deep. And the Warriors miss again. Well, Phoenix is shooting only 36% so far in this game. And Allen gets it to go.
On the break, the defense didn't want to give up anything inside, so he pops it over the top.
Pass to Post. Outside Kuminga. Takes the 3. Count it from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Jones. And he lays it up and in.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Moody from outside. That one no good. Suns trail by 14. For three, Allen. They grab their own miss. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Moody on the wing. From outside the arc. There's the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. There's the triple. Martin. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
The three is up to the middle. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
The three. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. For three, Allen. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. On target from range. Moody's got himself on the board with a 3 there. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Hield for 3. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Spencer. Three-pointer, no good. Suns trail by 16. Outside Moody. Gets the 3 to fall. Moody's got 6 here in the quarter.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Warriors.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
He was all over the place, pressuring ball handlers, jumping the passing lanes. His steals made a huge impact on this game.
52 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Moody. Allen against Hield. Shoots. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And it's Jones with the ball for Phoenix.
Oh, wow! Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Here's Spencer. Pass to Post. Takes a 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Jones from outside. Sinks the tray.
Tyus Jones, three-pointer.
There's 18 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Hield. Let's go with a 3. Bull grabs the board. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy.
to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's done in at the small forward position.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Ingram wide open. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
A solid shooter from outside the arc. Ingram is fantastic at realizing when he should take those shots.
Now, here's Dunn. Here he goes. And done with the slam.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Richards. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And here's Ingram from the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Now Barnes. Bradley Beal missing from long range. Shoots the 3. And Devin Booker pulls it down. Out to the right wing. Here's Dunn. No good with the triple. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start.
That's a great dunk. That's an athletic freak.
Wow. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Indoors, one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
The Raptors making a switch here. Roden's checked in. Now here's Ingram. 6 points for him. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Suns lead by 3. And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes.
That's his first.
That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Beal with it. Out guarded by Ingram. Dunn misses. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Girdle sets the pick for Ingram.
2 minutes left.
Over to the wing. Girdle with a screen on Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Ingram outside. Kept alive. Hurdle kicks to Barnes. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Suns. Beal finds Dunn. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker with no one around. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. Booker's got 5.
Devin Booker will flat put it to you on the three-point line. Don't give him any open shots.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. And Phoenix has possession. Raptors knocking down the tray. Stolen by Quickly. To the middle. He nails it, and we're tied up.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Booker looking around. Lays it up off the glass. 7 points in the game.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside, and does just that.
The 3 from Barnes. It's hauled in by Dunn. Got a piece of it. Richards passes to Dunn. Durant just inside the line. And good. as it just snugs right down through the net.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Suns lead by 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
And guys, I loved the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Jones. Martin is out there with Bull. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his 3-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
And the Raptors making a change here. Abaji's checked in. Here's Allen. Rebound by the Raptors. Barrett inside the 3-point line. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, you talk about a gifted finisher. R.J. Barrett, soft touch on the interior.
Allen dishes to Martin. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. Toronto trailer. Right wing. Here's Abaji. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. For Phoenix, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level. And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite 3-point shot.
Jones with he's picked up by Dick. And Bull wide open. He shoots. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Plumlee, the pass to Bull. Jones, no one around him. Off target with his 3. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Stolen by Allen. Pass to Jones. Back to Bull. Outside, Jones. Nobody near Allen. Off target from 3-point range.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And Bull sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Allen for 3. The putback. It's rebounded by Dick. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And that one's good, Abaji.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Jones kicks to Allen. They grabbed their own miss and finished off by Plumlee.
And Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Jacks up a three, and again, Toronto with the triple.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Takes a three. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Jones. Allen's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear. He's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Tries the spin move. Here's Dick. Rebound by the Suns. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Martin. Another one falls for Phoenix.
The assist. Tyus Jones.
34 seconds left to play here in the half. Battle pass to Barrett. For the three. And that one's good. Battle's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's 2 things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
Jones finds Martin. Back to Jones. Bull setting the pick for Allen. 6 to shoot. To the paint. 7-foot shot. Jones from outside. Here's Martin. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Raptors out in front. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. I'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Walter out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Poeltl, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin, to me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
Here's Ingram to the left side wing. And the layup falls. Ingram's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Barnes kicks to Ingram. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. The tray. It's hauled in by the Suns. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. Booker in the corner. Durant against quickly. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second
That one on Jakob Poeltl.
One of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
Robinson's checked in for Toronto. Ingram outside. The 3. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And this is Ingram's attitude. He's ready to fire away as soon as the ball hits his hand.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Quickly with a wide open look. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Quickly's got 6 points.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Outside, KD. raising up.
Easy money for the Slim Reaper. Nice finish.
Toronto leading by 3. And here is Quickly. He's got 6. Pass to Robinson. Here's Walter. Barnes outside. Coming in Ingram. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jacoby Walter. And the Suns here with a different look. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Cody Martin comes in for Dunn. Allen's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Devin Booker. Pass to Boucher. Plumlee with the steal. For the lead, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, the length and size of Kevin Durant make him a prime target on the interior. So good at forcing the issue close to the basket.
So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
Jones for 3. Tries yet again. Offensive rebound. Outside for Durant. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Allen for 3. Here's Plumlee, and at last they get one to fall. Plumlee's got 6.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Pass to KD. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Dick.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And the Raptors miss again.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
KD can't get it to go. And they're running. Here's Abaji. Bangs home the trifecta. Abaji's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now Dick over Jones. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Raptors lead by 2 and will return shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Jones is out there with Grayson Allen. Then there's Bull. Then it's Martin. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. Bull setting the pick for Allen. They swipe it. Nice break. Here come the Raptors. That'll pass to Dick. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Dick finds Boucher. Here's Battle from outside the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Jones, the pass to Allen. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
For 3.
Jones has got his 5th assist in this one. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Dick, defended by Jones. Barrett the pass to Abaji. Back to Barrett. And there's the drive. Misses from short range.
Listen, he's a confident player, but if you're going for that kind of finish, you better finish it.
Allen surveying the D. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. And no good that time. Toronto have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Barrett wide open. He fires. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, the numbers show it. R.J. Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
Pass to Martin. Out to the right wing. It's Martin on the wing. Outside, Jones. With the teardrop. It's rebounded by Dick. Dick's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the right side. Abaji can't get it to go. Suns trail by 3. Allen dishes to Jones. Pass to Plumlee. Allen outside. Puts up a 3. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. So it's both teams making substitutions here. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Barnes finds Dick. And stolen by Booker. Done with it. Now guarded by Ingram. KD, that's for 2. Kept alive. Launches it. That's good. And Sobeel with the assist. KD's got the game tied up here for the Suns. Out to Ingram. Barnes against Dunn. Back to Ingram. Barnes screen on KD. Pass to Dick. And stolen by Booker. It's intercepted. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Scotty Barnes with a big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
They get it back. Dunn passes to Richards. Goes back up. No good from Booker.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And here's Ingram from the arc. It's good from beyond the arc.
And you love the work Ingram has put into his shot. You can put him in the corner now and force the defense to extend.
Dick with it, guarded now by Durant. And stolen by Dunn. 3 on 3. A 3-ball. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
The kick out to Barnes. Ingram outside. Barnes screen on down. Pocket 6. Tip in the corner. Over Booker. Rebound by the Suns. Durant inside. Dunn wide open. He fires off target from downtown. Richards no good.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him
looking for answers.
They both pile up assists.
Those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Butler, and it's Moody in at the small forward position.
Ingram's confidence growing when he steps up early in the clock like that to shoot a three ball. Man, that's showing some signs.
The three from Barnes, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. I asked him outright how he planned to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him, Coach Joe? He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, but emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, B.A.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Now here's Ingram. This one for three. The offensive rebound. Quickly from outside. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
The Warriors have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Boucher's checked in for Pirtle. Shot to stop the run. Curry's shot is off.
That's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Boucher, no good. Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Now here's Quickly. Floats one. Here's Ingram. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Warriors trail by 8. Launches it from deep. That won't go either for Curry. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Stephen Curry. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement. It's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The three from Barnes. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds in the game. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Knocks down the long J. Ingram's got 8.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Back to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it.
Raptors ball.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And again. Toronto, no good. Warriors trail by 8. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Manuel quickly is the lead guard for the Raptors, and he said, I'm still learning when to be ultra aggressive and when to get my teammates involved. The balance of it all while playing defense at a high level. It's a lot, but I'm having fun learning all of it because this is what I wanted, to be challenged. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. For 3, and Boucher with the block. Barnes passes to quickly. Outside Ingram. The 3-ball. Nails it from beyond the arc. 11 points in the game.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable. It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Warriors trail by 11. Jacks up with 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Stolen by quickly. Pass to Roden. Here's Boucher for 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Toronto Raptors closing out the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Gary Payton II, also Kuminga out there. And it's Hield in at the shooting guard. Here's Spencer. Pass to Payton. And stolen by Barrett. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Post. Knocks down the triple. Post has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance. Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now here's Dick. And a miss there on the triple. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Barrett with it. Payton covering. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Spencer. The three-pointer off the mark. And now the Raptors on the break. The 3, Barrett. They get it back. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Pulls up. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Raptors lead by 8. Outside Dick. And he lobs it up to the rim.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Abaji. Outside Dick. Outside Barrett. 4 on the clock. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Warriors trail by 10. Hield on the wing. Guarded by Dick. Takes the 3. And the basket by Hield. Hield's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Hield can make a living out there from behind the arc. Doesn't need a lot of room to get his shot off, and he drains that one with ease.
Pass to Abaji. Outside Dick. Here's Battle. Launches a 3. Sinks it from distance. Well, Brent, there's some players who never stop talking trash on the court. Was that distracting to you?
Not really, B.A. That's kind of the fun part of the game when somebody's trying to get under your skin a little bit. If it's not just playing defense and it comes with a little chit-chat, it sometimes draws your attention and makes you focus a little bit more.
Hield for three. Another three for Golden State.
Well, that's a guy you want to find, Buddy Hield, with the response from three.
Here's Barrett on the take, and that one is hammered home.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Kuminga, the pass to Payton. Back to Kuminga. Releases from 15. He can't hit that time. Toronto leading by 9. Here's Abaji. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. A minute 6 left in the second period. Pass to Dick over Payton. Kicks it out to Barrett. Fires for three. Pure from three-point range. And now a 12-point Toronto lead.
A really good focus from RJ there. I think that improves his percentages.
Great open look there. Kuminga's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Abaji. Over Hield. Leaps for it. And that'll be Toronto's ball as it goes out of bounds. Raptors able to keep possession. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Battle. And it's Toronto with another.
That's a go-to shot for him, and for defenders, very difficult to contest.
Pass to Hield. From behind the arc. Rebound Toronto. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Dick. Oh, he misses the dunk. Warriors trail by 11. Payton finds Hield. From deep. Mobo with a rebound. Mobo's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Dick. The three is up. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Toronto closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Emmanuel quickly. Brandon Ingram out there with Barnes. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Roden in at the 2-guard. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. And here's Ingram from the arc. Sinks the tray. Ingram's got 14.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Here's Roden. No points so far. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Barnes. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career.
Warriors trail by 11. three is up. Curry with another miss.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Ingram with a deep three. Again, the miss by Ingram. The Warriors have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Curry, no good. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Now here's Ingram. 14 points for him. On target from range. Ingram's got 17 points.
And this is where that length shows off on particular plays like that. Still able to score.
Raptors lead by 14. Fires away from way outside. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. The Warriors shooting only 23% so far. Here's the three. Curry rises up and hits the three.
Well, if you play that far off of Steph Curry, that pull-up game starts to become a weapon.
Barnes passes to Quickly. Outside Ingram. Over Moody. And that one's good. Ingram's got 8 points in the quarter.
They just need to keep close tabs on Ingram if you're on defense. He's getting that jump shot to go.
Well, the Raptors shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Barnes with it. Now Podziemski defending. Here's Boucher for three. Fires in the triple. Boucher's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Oh, some staggering display of range here. I mean, that took some serious confidence. I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Looking at the Raptors, Brent, things have not gone too smoothly since their 2019 championship.
Well, it felt like that championship roster was built just for that year, though, B.A. There wasn't a lot of, progression that was going to come from that. They went in, they got Kawhi, they won the championship, and now it's all about rebuilding their franchise in the style that they want to do it. They have one guy that they believe in Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett on the trade, and slowly and surely they're going to start to put these pieces around to become a contender again.
A line change here for Toronto. Raptors lead by 13. Nabaji. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Post has got 4 rebounds now. For three. Nabaji with a rebound. And for the Raptors, they're shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Here's Post. That three's off the mark. And so here is Toronto. At one point, they led by 16. Payton against Barrett. Payton passes to Hield. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 4 rebounds now. The ball's knocked loose. Hield from outside. A big-time effort from Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for Toronto, doing some damage. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so here is Toronto. It's a 13-point game on the court for Golden State to start the 4th. They've got Jonathan Kuminga. He's out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Hield in at the 2. Here's Spencer. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's the triple. Rebounded by Hield. Warriors trail by 16. 4-3. Rebound by the Raptors. Mobo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. From the arc. The shot comes out.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And here's Kuminga for 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Dick. Nails it from 3. And the Raptors lead by... 19.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Healed from outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Raptors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the force. 2 for 4 now. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. For 3, Barrett. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Abaji. Fires the 3. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right side, Podziemski. Outside Moody. Looking to win the run. Rebound, Toronto. And now the Raptors on the break. Ingram with a deep 3. And they recover it. Here's Roden. Ingram on the wing. Podziemski with it. Now quickly defending. Outside Podziemski. Going inside. Pass to Curry. And here's Butler outside. Quickly with a rebound. Toronto leading by 22. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his 3rd foul so far.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Quickly passes to Ingram from deep 3-point range. From deep. And again, Toronto no good. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 19. And the Warriors with another 3.
So much attention on Steph that really opens up the floor.
There's the 3. The shot by Ingram, no good. Well, the Warriors shooting only 23% so far. Moody from outside. No good. Toronto shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. And the Raptors miss again. Warriors trail by 16. And here's Butler outside. Hits a 3-pointer.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Raptors.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And what a huge performance it was for Brandon Ingram.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
And here's Curry for 3. And the 3-pointer goes. Curry's got 15 points here in the second half.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Gets the 3-ball to go.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going fully on display here.
Puts up a deep 3. And it's quickly with a miss. Now here's Curry. A quick shot there. It's off target. There's 39 seconds left in the final quarter. Quickly from outside. The rebound by Moody. Golden State with the ball. 15-point game. Count the basket.
Stephen Curry.
24 seconds left in the fourth. Now Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. It's off. So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to...
battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. And it's Butler at the small forward position. It's good on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now, here's Butler. They kick it out to Green. Here's Jackson Davis. Launches a 3. Podziemski's shot is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Curry against Booker. Driving the lane, and the dunk by Booker.
He's hitting on all cylinders. Booker takes off and never looks back.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Curry outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. Now, I asked Coach what the game plan was when it comes to defending Jimmy Butler. And he said to me, we have to make sure we match his energy level. Jimmy is one of those guys that goes all out every second. We want our guys to do the same on D. It won't be easy, but they think they found a way to contain him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Dunn, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Warriors have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Curry kicks to Butler. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Suns have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Booker with no one around. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Beal. It's Durant on the wing. 5 to shoot. Bobbed up there for KD. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Tries again. Shot's good by Booker. 6 points for Devin Booker.
When you need a hoop, find Booker. A threat to score no matter what the situation is.
It's Curry outside. Good on the three-point shot.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
That one drops for him. 8 points for Stephen Curry.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Curry. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Curry dishes to Green. Knocks it loose. Out left to the wing. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And the Suns get it back. Richards, no good. The Warriors trail. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Curry with the 3.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
Curry can't get it to go. And here's Booker from the arc. Hands it from downtown. Booker's got 9 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Back to Curry. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Good, and Butler gets the assist. 11 points in the game.
Oh, nice pass by Butler. He can be tricky to defend because he can take the shot or give it up just as easily. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
On its way from Curry for two. The rebound by Richards. Richards got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He finishes with 9 points in the... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Grayson Allen, Bol out there at Plumlee. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. Warriors trail by 3. Kuminga the pass to Hield. Kuminga against Bol. Kuminga kicks to Hield. And it's all evened up. Hield's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Warriors.
You should be looking for Hield. What a great pass.
Richard with Buddy Hield. We're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question, he is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
The shot's good from Plumlee. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Moody the pass to Kuminga. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Nobody near Allen. Hits the three-point bomb. Allen's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Moody the pass to Hield. Knocked loose and stolen by Bol. Outside, Martin fires the 3. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson-Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson-Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. Things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. Here's Santos. Nothing on the board. Over to the wing. Pass to post. And they get it. And he lays it up and in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Phoenix leading by 7. Kicks it out to Allen. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
The Suns have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. They get it back. Pass to Bol. Just 5 on the clock. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Jones kicks to Allen. Outside, Martin. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. Allen's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Here's Post. And the Warriors miss again. Suns on offense. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Again, Allen missing. Warriors trail by 12. Kuminga with it. Jones covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And, Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride, don't you?
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better.
RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
7-second difference, shot in the game clock.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
McGee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Hield from outside. Buries it from three-point range. Hield's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors. Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
Oh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. And it's Butler in at the 3 side. Durant for 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors trail by 9. Curry in the lane. And he banks in the layup. Curry's got 13.
I mean, he is so lethal on the drive. Once Curry knifes inside, there's little you can do to stop him.
Here's Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Curry outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. The drive by Beal. Missed inside.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Butler kicks to Curry. For 3. Wow, Curry automatic from deep.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
KD dishes to Dunn. Back to KD. Green with the block. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Warriors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Well, they're getting stops,
and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Pass to Jackson Davis. It's deflected. KD with it. Now Green defending. Back to KD. And finished off by KD.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
They kick it out to Green. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Three-pointer, Butler. Here's Jackson Davis.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Outside, Beal. Outside, KD. Booker against Curry. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Beal, that's for two. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Right side, Butler. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Butler. Takes the three. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. It's stolen by Jones. That's tipped. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Now here's Plumlee. He's covered closely. Shot from 16. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Phoenix foul.
The Warriors shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Second team foul.
Warriors trail by 3. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
It's stolen by Kuminga. Here's Santos. Out to the right wing for the lead. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Healed left side. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Plumlee. Jones is out there with Allen. Then it's Bol. And it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here's Plumlee. Allen outside. From deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Post has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Traps in the tray. Hield's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
The corner is the shortest 3 by distance, so for someone like Hield, that is easy money.
Martin for 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Here's Santos. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
So both teams making some changes here. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. On its way from Curry for 2, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 19 points.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
And he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. Curry passes to Green. Here's Podziemski. Outside for Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Suns. Booker finds Dunn. There's the triple. Again, Curry missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Kevin Durant.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here's Beal. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Beal's got his first 2 points.
Beal knew they needed one bad, so he worked hard, and he got it for him.
Curry, that's good.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Curry. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Bradley Beal. Here's Curry. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. So it's the Warriors now. Shoots it. Again, Curry missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Beal from long range. Here's Richards. Outside for Beal. It's Durant on the wing. Guarded by Green. 4 on the clock. To tie it up. The shot by Beal, no good. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Outside, Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry with a wide open look. Curry with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Durant can't tie it up as that one's no good. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of this.
It's good!
Wow.
He did it!
Down he goes at the buzzer. Boy, doesn't get any better than that.
What a finish. It takes nerve.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the music. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
It's the Suns to start out. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. They've got Emmanuel quickly. Brandon Ingram out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Mobo in at the center position. And here's Ingram outside. Richards pulls it in. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
Instinct, skill, the ability to be rise and fire ready. Devin Booker, yes sir.
Pass to Mobo. Launches it. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now here's Beal for three. Booker. The shot no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Outside for Ingram. Let's go with a three. Pass to quickly. And that one's good.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
On the wing, Durant. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the triple.
Oh, boy. Don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
And here's Ingram outside. Richards pulls it in. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Dunn attacking.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. Quickly outside. Stolen by Booker. Pass to Dunn. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Raptors ball.
Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from deep. After their title in 2019, the Raptors have struggled to stay among the league's elite stars.
Well, think about it, PA. The driver of that title success was Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. Both of those players are gone. Very hard to replace players of that caliber. Almost inevitable they were going to take a step back. Now, this guy is far from just a shooter. He can drive it, and in this instance, get up and over the rim and dunk it, Bradley.
Pass to Barnes. Quickly outside. Here's Mobo. And stolen by Durant. Dunn outside. Outside Durant. Tipped.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Ingram. They need this. From beyond the arc and then some.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
The kick to Durant. Pass to Beal. Tries to keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Beal. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. We got to talking about Brandon Ingram, and I asked how coach thought they might limit him tonight. Coach told me, well, there's nothing we can do about his size and his length, so we're hoping just to frustrate him and keep him off balance by getting up in his business and contesting shots. Hopefully that plan pans out for them, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Durant, the pass to Richards. Booker for three. Buries it from 3. Booker's got 6.
Yes, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Ball stolen.
Raptors foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Phoenix leading by 5. Here's Booker. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Boy, you see how confident Devin Booker is down low. Doesn't even think twice about looking to score in there.
Here's Mobo. And again. Toronto, no good.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Stolen by quickly. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Ingram. Fires from the wing. Durant pulls it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Now here's Beal. Fires from deep. They get it again. Richards. Can't cash it in from close range. And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out this quarter with... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. Oh, wow! Incredible!
Oh, my goodness, that was electric. R.J. Barrett with a little flash.
Dick with it. He's picked up by Jones. Dick with a miss. Knocked loose. Here's Boucher. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. Boucher's got his first points of the game.
You know, he had room to operate, but added a little fade on that shot just for good measure.
Here's Plumlee. The layup misses.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And he lobs it up. And finished off by Boucher. We're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in the real game.
Toronto trailing. Outside Dick. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Suns have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. And one of the game's best shooters, Doris, Grayson Allen, can really stretch the floor for you.
B.A., his presence on this particular roster is so significant because of what they can do around him. Yes, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter because he can flat beat you from distance, but you also can't foul him. He is consistent at the free throw line, and he's very capable off the bounce. Grayson Allen is a more well-rounded player than he's given credit for.
Here's Martin. Bull up top. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Allen can't get it to go.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Outside Bull. Allen outside. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Misses the layup. Pass to Battle. No one near him. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. It's Martin on the wing. Now Bull. Allen outside. Buries it down low. Allen's got 5 points now in the quarter. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Boucher for 3. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Raptors lead by 2.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Allen outside. Nifty move. The shake. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Toronto has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Here's Dick. Off the left rim and out. The Suns have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Jones from outside. Pass to Martin. This one for 3. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Phoenix shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Team foul.
He's off on the first. Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball, Doors.
Yeah, BA, this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
Dick with a miss.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And finished off by Bull.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
And again, Toronto, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Allen finds Bull. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And now the Suns fast break. Oh, rejected by Boucher.
Boy, if Boucher is nearby, I'd be hearing footsteps if I was a shooter. This guy can erase some shots with that length.
Allen, the pass to Bull. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Abaji. To stop the run. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Suns ahead. They lead by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. It's stolen by Barnes. Lawson. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Durant. And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Dunn, the pass to Beal. Durant looking around. Pass to Richards. Just 5 on the clock. 14 feet away. Barnes with the rebound. Raptors trail by 8, and Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
BA, this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I can do that. I could go on all night. How much time we got, BA?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper. On the wing, Durant. Beal outside. No good that time. Toronto's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking for Eichmann. That That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Walter, he's checked in for Lawson. And that one's good. Quickly.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Dunn right side. Pass to Richards. The kick to Durant. Toronto grabs the miss. Mobo's got 4 rebounds now. Ingram with the ball. Richards picks him up. Back to Ingram. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Ingram. Pass to Mobo. Back to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Up and over Dunn. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Suns have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Richards with it. Booker surveying the floor. The 17-footer. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. For Toronto, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. And here's Ingram outside. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got rebound number 8 now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Booker against Quickly from the baseline. Rebound Toronto. Mobo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Ingram with a deep 3. Offensive board. 1:43 left in the third quarter. The game now all tied up. Ingram's got 5 points. Well, Phoenix is shooting 40% so far in this one. Deflected! Here's Walter, hounded by Beal. Dunn with a steal. Booker for 3. And it's Booker again missing. On offense, here come the Raptors. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Barnes drives in.
Oh, Scotty Barnes off the deck into the cup. Nice finish.
Dunn left side. And too long on the shot. And for Toronto, they're shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Quickly from outside. Knocks it down from distance. And now it's a 5-point Toronto lead.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Battle. Bull covering. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential.
Toronto foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First team foul. At the line for your
And he drops the first.
Cody Martin. 2 shots.
Good on both. And it's Toronto's ball. This run now up to 13-2. Battle. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Jones. And he comes up with a bucket.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
5 ticks left in the third. Here's Boucher for 3. Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Great shot.
That is a huge 3.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Toronto out in front, up by 4. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Suns trail by 4. So for the Raptors right now, we've got Chris Boucher. Dick is out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Abaji in at the 2. Back to Martin. With the crossover. And he lays it up and in.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Pass to Barrett, back to Boucher. Here's Battle. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Barrett. And it's off from three-point range. And the Suns shooting only 39% so far in the game. Here's Martin. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Oh, swiped away. They swipe it. And there's the call on Cody Martin. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Dick gets the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Martin against Barrett. Here's Boucher for 3. And it's Martin with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the basket by Plumlee.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Dick, the pass to Abaji. From about 19. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Jones. For 3, Allen connects from downtown. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Pass to Barrett. Here's Battle. And again, Toronto, no good. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Suns. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Back to Martin. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up.
Oh, my God. Look out below. Undaunted by the moment, R.J. Barrett with the delivery.
Allen outside. Outside Jones. Right side Bull. Martin outside. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Jones drives in. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Suns lead by 4.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Barrett. Out left to the wing. Here's Battle. Off target with the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Plumlee, no good. Toronto has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Pass to Battle from outside the arc. Money. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Martin outside. Now here's Allen. And it's Battle with a rebound.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
On the wing, Durant. Three-pointer. Money from deep.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Three-point field goal.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that'll put them up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What's the best strategy for him?
No choice but to go for the 3. Maybe set up a screen to carve out some space and get a clean look.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
So it's the